So I'm sitting here tonight and I am talking to another guy about what some of the posting I'm doing. And I'm looking at the warning, I guess I'm going to call it, on Instagram. It says, because it's public, anybody can take it and use this footage. And I realized in the moment that that's really dangerous. That if my message doesn't go out the way that I intended it to go out, it's not my message at all. So, that was kind of my thing with Facebook. Is if you're going to take half the message out, in that case, they took everything that was important out because they didn't like it. So how is that helping anybody? That's not helping anybody. It's more of the same. That's what we get from the nightly news: one-sided bullshit, or somebody's opinion, or propaganda. I hope this stuff is thought-provoking. Yes, it's coming out of somebody's mouth, my mouth, but I hope you stop and think about what I'm saying. I have no agenda. I haven't monetized anything. In fact, I think one of the things that I'm supposed to do is, and I haven't been quiet about it, the internet. I think it's predominantly a bad thing, and very little to no use at all for it. So, that's tough, but that's going to keep me right where I'm at. So be it. So be it. I'm going to tell you again, I say it's going to people before profits. Fuck it, I'll be a poor guy the rest of my life and happy about it, okay? Because I'll know my kids are safe. I'll know this country is going to be, what it's intended to be, for the people, by the people. And together our voices will be heard. That's, if there's one thing that I want out of this, is to see that. To see this country go back to the people, and the money go back to the people. There's way too many. There's hundreds and hundreds of people just in this one shelter that I find myself in, and it's a worse situation probably than any prison I've been to. Over the course of many years. A couple of situations where there was a night or two that was bad. But this is bad every night because there's so many people. And when you have that many people, you have lots of bad eggs. And, there's things that, I don't know, until you find yourself in this situation, you're not going to understand. So, I'm not even going to, just picture it. I don't know if you've ever been to the county, but that's a picnic compared to what I'm looking at. The gnats are a little better here. That's about it. But the people and the lack of I don't know. Just there's a lot of lack in all of it. Okay, these people are forced to get up every morning and take everything they got and go out on the streets, and then try to keep track of it and carry it the whole day. Everything they've accumulated. So if they came here with one bag and they ended up with three because some kind sold to a thrift store or they got a voucher from somebody, now they got to carry 3 bags all day. Because if they leave it here, it's thrown out before they get back at 4 o'clock. There's no lockers here. There's no way to store your things. They are out for anybody and everybody while you sleep to pilfer through. And there's a lot of old people, a lot of vulnerable people, a lot of hurt people, people in wheelchairs and missing limbs and all kinds of things, unbelievable. It's kind of I don't want to say shit show, it's people trying to survive, but it's tough. It's fucking tough. And like they say, guys are dying every day in here. And some's the drugs, and some's just hard living, and some it's time. and they find themselves in here. But, every day I saw 2 or 3 more go out today. One guy fell in the bathroom, another guy went out in a wheelchair. I believe 2 went out on stretchers. And they were on the other side of the room, so I didn't have to see any of it. But anyway, it happened, and this is just one shelter in one city. And there's a lot of them. So with that in mind, I don't know. You want that? Okay. So, I don't know. I would say when you see my stuff, share it. Share it with your friends. And note the timestamps on it. I don't know what else you can do to battle between the AI and the assholes that are just going to twist it around, try to discredit me, or try to push an agenda that might not, it might not be anything I got to say. So, I don't know. Or maybe you don't want to hear anything I got to say anyway. That's okay too. That's okay too. But I think if you think about the things I'm saying, and I was telling this guy next to me tonight a little bit about myself, and we were talking. And I played my last post where I talked about going back in time. And he brought it to me just like this. We're going back to the future. And I love it. I absolutely love it. What a great thought. What a wonderful thought. So that's where I'm going to leave you. God bless you. Good night.